do it now. Oh, he's camera shy. Anyway, I just screeched. The bird gobbled twice right up off on that ridge. So, do you want to sit here till dark, or should we go back to camp? I mean, we got 2 birds, like 2 toms that we know of. So, let's go back. We can get coffee ready for the morning, get all the gear prepped. So it's just like go drive.
Yep.
Kill. Drive, kill.
Drive, kill.
What's that? 18. What's 18? 18 holes of golf.
Oh,
18.
well, you need to describe it.
18-year-old.
You get all these other specifics, you gotta give me the golf on it.
If you listen to after he says, no, fish, hunt, golf, drink.
With it being this calm, we should be able to hear where basically everything is roosted in this chunk this morning. So we've got 2 roosted from last night. We're gonna go kind of split the difference, and then whichever one seems like it wants to play ball a little bit more, then we'll make a move on one of those, or something else we hear. But that's where we're gonna start. Off to the races, the start of the Western Turkey Tour.
Yeah. That sounds far on the other side of that ridge. I think they're just roosted on that face across that drain. There's more than one bird in there, too. I brought an entire box of Cheez-Its. In your backpack? Original. Sorry about that. Should have been Cheddar Jack would have been better, I think. It's okay. I've got Texas hot rods in my backpack. What's that mean? Meat sticks. There's turkeys gobbling
Kind of all around us.
pretty much in every direction. Every hand on the clock's got a turkey that's under some distance.
We're going against our own advice, which is stay in the center of the clock and let a bird come to you. And we're just gonna chase the numbers. So right now, we're about to go chase, like the 2 o'clock bird. We did, in fact, get that bird to fire up. Gobbled twice. So we dropped in about 50 yards, not even. Got behind this little deadfall. Tar water stayed back so we could call, maybe draw him, drag him up either this ridge or right up this bottom. Never heard him again. It's time for caffeine. There you go.
Kids these days can't even go without starving.
So, at least, I shouldn't have slammed that, but at least for a little bit, we're splitting up. So Mitch and I are gonna go start with the bird that we last had fired up. It's been 4 hours. So depending on how far he moved or if he's in there with a hen, we might be able to get him fired up and called up to us. We can work this ridge for like a mile and a half. It's 2 in the afternoon, so we should be able to find a real lonely mid-afternoon tom. So that's the goal anyway. So we're just gonna get geared up, basically power hike, call, strike one up, see if we can get one killed this afternoon, because it's the best day of the week for weather-wise. Make sure that's on. We're good to go. Really focus the energy.
Come on, man. You can do that.
There's no way. I feel like we just gotta sit down for a little while and listen. It's 3:30. We've made it all the way up into this top bowl. Basically, there's like 3 drainages that run together. We heard gobbles in here this morning, so we know there's gotta be a turkey somewhere in here. It's kind of hot midday. We think all the birds are probably down in the bottoms, in these either dry or creek bottoms, but in the shade or if there's water. Just hanging out. We're just trying to get one fired up, but they appear to be pretty tight-lipped at the moment, so we're just gonna chill here, call every 10 to 15 minutes for a while, and just see if something wants to fire up on its own. Maybe we can make a move on it, but there's no sense continuing to just like cruise and possibly bump birds if they're not gonna fire up. So that's where we're at for the time being. But it's early. We got like 6 hours until dark. Well, as the late great Colonel Sanders once said, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Should we just get in front of them?
There's at least one tom in there. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive that's a tom following that hen. Possibly two. Man, just like white tips. Where was that?
I don't know.
Was that behind us?
That might have been.
Might have been.
Maybe get on that call.
Definitely right there. Where the hell do we set up?
Get them going
Over the top.
Go after these ones.
Not very far. Yeah, like right over here. I can't tell.
Right on the top.
Yeah.
You gotta call in.
Yeah.
Right by that big tree, I think.
Yeah, just to the left of it.
I see him.
You do?
Right. Yep.
Further right.
That tree's right in front of you.
Yep.
Fuck. It's a tom. The tree's right in your eye.
I got him. Ready? Ready?
Are you on him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, the right one. You got it.
Just shoot.
Wow. Look at that.
There you go, baby. Could they see you?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
they could see the glint of. They were just standing here, just looking. I mean, pretty good hide, honestly. Like,
You're right.
Huh?
Right there.
so honestly, pretty slow afternoon. Like, birds were not talking at all, and we kind of made, I don't know, probably about a 2-mile loop on this big ridge, calling down and into both sides. And we knew that there was turkeys hearing us, but like just nothing was talking. And so we finally cut across to this ridge where we heard them roosted last night, and looked back across, saw birds coming down, tried to get in position. Didn't work on that bunch. The hens drug them down the hill. And so then we were like, okay, well, just like, let's get to the top. Look across, we're watching birds. And then behind us, birds gobbled. They didn't sound that far away, so we got into cover and we're like, we'll try to call them right to the top of the ridge. Pretty soon, we could hear drumming, and it seemed like they were on this ridge just back behind Mitch's shoulder here, and then they worked across. and finally gobbled again, and they were way closer and kind of got in position with the gun. They came out right behind a tree from me, but Mitch could see them. And the one bird was in full strut. The bird in front of him is the one I could see. I was able to lean just right of the tree. And so I shot, and then I attempted a double, and as he was running away, I just missed. So, but it was incredibly awesome to have it be like dead silent and then like so much excitement just so yeah, walked up on this thing and saw how white those tips were and just like, this is exactly what we're chasing. This is awesome. And there's 4 more strutters across this little drainage here, so we're gonna leave those in here to roost. Ben still has a tag, so we'll probably try to come in here and maybe get on these birds if they aren't on birds tonight, or if he didn't already shoot one. So we haven't been in contact with those guys for like the last 6 hours. But we're gonna drop to the bottom here, shoot a few photos of this thing, and hike it out to the truck, and then head back to camp, have some dinner, and just get some sleep and do it all over again. So I'm feeling incredibly thankful right now. That was a pretty wild finish to a very slow afternoon. I got you a Red Bull.
I'm not doing that right now.
No, for your pack.
No. Yeah.
Sounds like he's trying to tree. That one's fading back away. Brief update. Everyone is killing turkeys but me. That's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. You can tell I'm dealing with it real well.
He's right there. That's working. It's working. I'll keep him talking. Yeah.
I'm trying to see this tall. Seems fun.
Right there.
I wonder if that hen putting, he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah.
About time to crank a Red Bull too.
It's getting close. I've got my C4 in there, just ready for me. I've been trying to hold off as long as I can. It's getting hard though, because it's been awake for 4 hours and 15 minutes already.
I turn the pain into a weapon. Now watch the darkness I step in.
Build up 2, engine revving, systems glowing. They run when they see the silhouette. I haven't even started sweating yet. Are you ready? Gotham City, make some noise.
See the signal in the sky. Watch the dark night fly by.
No superpowers, just money and will.
Got a strict rule that I never will kill. See the signal in the sky.
Yeah, what was it this morning?
39, 37. No wonder these turkeys are shutting her down.
It's hot and windy. Two things you kind of don't want it to be. It's 92 degrees. This wind is consistently blowing 10, 15, even 20 miles an hour gusts. It's just enough to screw up your afternoon, but we were driving out. We saw 3 birds in here. We think there's jakes and maybe a tom. We're gonna go check it out. It's just loafing time. These birds are just bunched up in the shade, and I think you might have to pull their tail to get them to gobble. We got probably about 200 yards through this bottom, this creek bottom. These birds are just up on a bench above it. So I think we're gonna get above them and go in the timber here, go in the pines, and get above them and try to sneak down in and see what we got going. Follow along. Yeah, it's gonna be tight in there. I think they're just around this corner to the left. Let's go down this trail to that patch of shade under that tree right there. That way we can come around. This way. See ya. One is at his head up, but he just put his head down. I'm gonna try to back up to you. There's one feeding to the right. You on him?
Been a long time coming.
I mean, yeah. It's May, what day is it? May 12th, 13th or something. I've got no turkey in my freezer. I shot one in Georgia. We sent it to be mounted, so they'll send me the meat for that one. Point. But we had to get off the board, had to get meat in the freezer. My family loves turkey. I love turkey. This place is full of jakes. We've probably seen 50 jakes here this past couple of days. So it was an easy decision to shoot this guy here. Stalking turkeys is, you don't often get like the full-on silent stalk on a turkey. You get a gobble or something like that. But we said earlier, like, we're leaving here tomorrow morning. I have 2 tags. We need to get some turkeys on the board, and this is it.
All right, dude.
Nice.
All right.
Oh yeah. That's about 6 inches.
Yeah. That was fun. That was fun. We're gonna get many more hours in on this hunt, but this is my last. I got 3 or 4 more days of turkey season left. This place rules. That stalk ruled. Jake City, baby.
We got a group of birds that we have kind of been watching, and we know at least a few of them roost literally right behind where we're sitting right now. And we can see them down there below, and we're just kind of in a spot where we can cut them off, so we're just going to keep tabs on them. And as they start to work up this hill, we should be able to basically hide up on top, and as they filter over, hopefully the few toms filter through and we can get a shot at 1 or 2 of them. Right now, they're just out down there fighting and running around, probably at about 400 yards, but it seems like it's getting to be that time of night where they'll filter this way and work up one of these cuts right up on top here. So we're just gonna wait them out.
I think if we just drop down, get to the point here, watch them come up, and then we can circle back around. See something? They're running, like, cut the hands off, I think. They're running. These jakes are about to cross the fence right here. If we let them pass, I don't see the toms right now, but they're to the right of this jake. 120 yards, coming straight up the hill at us. There's so many turkeys, there's like 10 jakes in a wad right at the bottom, right below us, and I think the toms are coming across. But I'd be ready for them to come right to the right here. There's nothing beyond this ridge, so they're gonna roost right here. And we can watch where they... I didn't quite go as planned. It was actually did. I was just sitting on the wrong side of the bush with the 12 gauge. Well, that didn't work.
It did work.
It worked.
Yeah. They pretty much did what we wanted them to.
They did. All hid behind a juniper. So a little bit pinned down, but those turkeys came right where we kind of were best case scenario, I would think.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. It's like that's a low percentage shot with a 410. You can make it as, it's not an impossible shot.
No, just
It's a lower percentage than.
running a 12 or something bigger.
Yeah, and I got little kids I'm trying to teach to hunt. It's just you gotta restrain yourself and kind of know the limits.
Yep.
It's one of those deals where, I'll replay that 100 times. Like, I could have waited, or I could have just got set up better and had a better rest. But I mean, I felt on the shot. I felt great.
Yeah.
I was looking for him to flop over.
Yeah.
We'll lick our wounds.
That's right.
Gonna get back at it tomorrow.
Go get a tiny bit of sleep and then do it all again.
Morning. How we doing? We all slept in today. Can you tell?
It's funny that we need to say slept in, and it's like 5:15. That's its own fallacy.
It's also damn near 50 yards with 410.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
You could have been
pattern that thing. You're gonna see.
Yeah, a lot of spread.
You get like 12 pellets of a chance.
Yeah.
Basically.
We got a whole bunch of birds, mostly jakes. There's only 3 times, but we got a whole bunch of birds in this little creek bottom that comes down out of these hills. And it will be dang near impossible, like, sneak into it in range, but we're gonna attempt it. We're hoping that there's a little bit more roll in this field than it seemed like up top. But if we can get to this side of like the cover along the creek, those birds should be in range, but there's probably like 20 of them. So the amount of eyes that we're gonna have to fool is gonna be, it's gonna be very tough, very low odds on this, but we're gonna give it a quick shot and then before we shift locations completely. So one more go at it on this property. I think we've got a little more cover than we thought. Because even from here, they're just above that rise. I think if we get right in the bottom of this meadow, I think we just walk straight at them. And if we spook them, whatever. And if we get close and there's a tom there, I'll shoot it. I don't know, I don't want to overthink it too much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wonder where those toms, they must have just come in.
Dude, as you were coming, they all came over. That's why, dude, these ones were all afraid. These ones all got spooked. And then them toms came from over I was trying to whistle to you to get your attention.
Well, yeah, well, like all of a sudden there's all three of them. And they were just chasing around. I mean, that's only like 35 yards. Oh yeah. So there was one tom with those 20 jakes, but when I got up and glassed, I thought they were all together, and he must have been out of view from me.
So when you were crawling, that whole big wad of toms came up out of nowhere. And as we were spooking this big wad, them ones came and pushed them right back to us simultaneously. And I was trying to whistle at you.
I couldn't hear anything with the wind and crawling through the grass.
I was like, oh my God, Sam, they're coming.
And then, no, when I poked through the grass, literally all I could see, it looked like a flying V. It was like mighty ducks of turkeys, just like three beards coming right at me. I was like, oh, okay. The most fun part was crawling like belly in this tall grass, because all I could see was just like the parting of the grass around the barrel of the gun. Seems to be a big one. I mean, for a Merriam's, that's. And another just like perfect white. And it's the year of the hooks, man. That is awesome. They're like inch long, but look at how curved that is.
Samwise.
Yeah, buddy. And Mitch was like, there's a tom right there in the middle. And so I ranged it, but it's like 57. Like, well, you know, he'll be at whatever, 52. Like, well, that's doable if he clears, if he doesn't like work off.
Yeah.
So I got flat on my belly and crawled up to the edge, crawled up to the edge. Well, at the same exact time, that 3-pack of toms, I pushed all those jakes my direction, and then they chased them around and shut in front of me, and then one broke off and I killed him.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
We should have parked her on the side. What do we got him? All right, so I was just about to start cleaning this bird, and I was gonna pull the beard off, cut the fan off, save a few things, just as memories. But when I went to pull the beard off, I realized that it is a triple beard. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, definitely 3 distinct points of growth.
Not only
huge
does it got
awesome spurs for Merriam's, like full-on hooks, it's got a triple beard, so that
trophy on.
Ben's gonna be so happy.
Yeah, this might be the one Ben didn't get. Tried to get.
Yeah, this might be the one that Ben did not get. And this one's got roughly, let's see, well, the two main ones are about the same length. So probably about 9. That one's about 9. And then this one's got a little short rink-dink there. Let's see, where's the third one? Somewhere in there. Maybe that is the third little one. Actually, that one's about 7. So
It's pretty wild.
crazy.
Dude.
All right, dude.
Samwise.
Yeah, buddy.